Golfers that deliver the golf club with a high handle, and there are many of them, have been told that they've got a fault or a flaw in their technique. Unfortunately, this just is not true, and it could actually be an integral part of their technique. This is usually encouraged by the golf media, publications and videos, etc., and they keep telling golfers that delivering the high handle, having a steep shaft through impact, is a fault. That's not necessarily the case. It could actually be helping somebody. So in this video I'm going to show you how one of my lessons has a very steep handle, delivery through impact, and it's actually helping him hit the ball. So let's take a look at his video.
Right, okay, so here we are in the teaching room, and on the left hand side was when Craig first walked into the room, and the right hand side was after we've given a couple of ideas and a couple of drills in order to make a couple of changes with his swing. Now, as we talked there in the introduction, we discussed how delivering the golf club with a high handle through impact or a more upright shaft would often be thought to be or categorised as being a fault. And we can see here Craig has all the hallmarks of a classic high handle delivery, but what Craig is actually doing there is actually neutralising two potential faults in his golf swing. The first of which is quite a close club face at the top of the backswing, so I'm just going to highlight the club face for you so you can see it. That club face is kind of pointing back towards the camera. This would tend to suggest that the club shaft has been twisted and the club face has become closed, and all things being equal, this ball is most likely going left. Now, the good thing about actually making the shaft quite steep through the first part of the downstroke and then through impact, that has an opening effect on the club face. So what Craig is actually doing here is actually delivering the handle high through impact to try and control where the club face is pointing, and it's actually helping to neutralise that closed club face. The second reason why Craig is delivering the high handle is because of where the handle moves at the first part of his downstroke. Now, if I just stop him here up at the top of his backswing, I'm just going to draw an imaginary line from the handle end down to the ball, and this is something that I'll see day in, day out. The handle end moves directly towards the ball, even slightly above this imaginary line. Now, the main issue with that is that the hands actually end up further out towards the golf ball than where they started. Now, the obvious problem with that is if the shaft actually returns back to its original angle, which is something in and around here, Craig unfortunately is going to miss the ball. So he has to steepen the shaft to actually create a collision between the club head and the ball. So that's the other absolute necessity for steepening the shaft in Craig's case, and in many golfers as well. I see dozens, potentially even hundreds over the years, of golfers delivering the handle directly at the ball from the top of the backswing. And they've got two choices really. They're either going to stand the shaft up dramatically, or they're going to stand the shaft up and actually pull the club in towards them through contact to get that somewhere near a centre hit, and that usually moves the path to the left as well. So, but that's a bit of a separate video. Hopefully in this video what I've shown is that the high handle delivery for a lot of golfers is a necessity. It's not actually a fault in itself. It's actually fixing other faults. So you've got to be really cautious when fixing things, because it might not be the best course of action.
So I hope you really enjoyed that short video on how a high handle can actually be helping somebody hit the ball quite well. And if you are delivering the golf club with a high handle, you know this for a fact, I'd seek the advice of the PGA Pro who really knows what they're doing to tell you whether it's actually a fault or whether it's an integral part of your technique. As usual, if you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have a few more videos around this type of topic coming very, very soon, but until then, enjoy golf and take care.